Imagine living in the 19th century. Back then, people around you were getting thinner, weaker, and the sound of coughing echoed everywhere. One by one, people died. No one knew why. It felt like an invisible villain was roaming the city, attacking anyone at any time. Until finally, in 1882, a scientist named Robert Koch uncovered the culprit, Mycobacterium tuberculosis, or what we now call the TB bacteria. The villain had a name, but the big question is, why is TB still around today? Here's the fact. TB remains one of the deadliest infectious diseases in the world. Every year, millions of people get infected, and in Indonesia, there are over 1 million new cases each year. 125,000 people die from it annually. That is 1% every 5 minutes. How is that possible? The problem is, TB spreads easily. When someone with long TB coughs or sneezes, the droplets carrying TB bacteria float in the air, ready to be inhaled. If someone breathes in those bacteria, especially when their immune system is weak, they can get infected and fall ill. Once it enters the lungs, TB bacteria can multiply. In some cases, they can even spread to other parts of the body. Yes, TB is curable, but the treatment takes time, and if you're not disciplined or stop taking the meds too soon, the bacteria can get stronger and become drug resistant. Think of it this way. TB medicine is like a weapon to fight a villain. But this villain is sneaky and very tough. If you only take the medicine for a short while, the villain just faints or hides. Stop too early, and it wakes up, smarter, stronger, and coming with backup. The old weapons won't work anymore. You'll need new ones. Tough, right? That's why people say prevention is better than cure. The good news is TB can be prevented by living clean and healthy, eating nutritious food, keeping your environment well lit and ventilated. You are already taking steps to prevent it. There's also TB preventive therapy, or TPT, especially for high-risk groups. And of course, vaccination. Vaccines help your immune system recognize TB bacteria. Think of your immune system as the police. A vaccine, it's like giving the police a mugshot of the bad guy. So when TB shows up, they know exactly who to arrest before things get out of hand. But wait, didn't we get a TB vaccine as kids? You're right, it's called the BCG vaccine. But it's not strong or long-lasting enough for teens and adults. It mainly protects young children from severe TB like TB meningitis. Meanwhile, teens and adults are the ones most likely to spread TB. That's why we need a new TB vaccine, one that protects everyone, regardless of age. Of course, developing a new vaccine isn't instant. It takes years, sometimes even more than 15, because it has to go through multiple rigorous testing stages. Here's how it works. Exploration stage. Researchers dig into the science and search for ingredients that could become vaccine candidates. This alone can take 2 to 4 years. Preclinical trials. These candidates are tested in labs, on cells and animals, to see how they work and whether they are safe. If they pass, they can be submitted for human testing. Clinical trials. With approval from health authorities, the vaccine is tested on humans in 4 phases. Phase 1. A small group, around 20 to 80 people, is tested to see if the vaccine is safe. Phase 2. Hundreds of volunteers are involved to test the vaccine's safety, how it works, dosage, timing, and delivery method. Phase 3. Thousands of people join. This phase checks how well the vaccine works and compares it with existing vaccines. After phase 3, global health authorities review the results and decide whether it can be mass-produced. Phase 4. This phase monitors long-term effectiveness and safety after the vaccine is released. All these stages are closely monitored by global experts and health authorities. And right now, thousands of scientists worldwide are working tirelessly to develop a new, effective TB vaccine. But here's the million-dollar question. Will a new TB vaccine actually control TB? To answer that, let's look back at history. Remember smallpox and polio? Smallpox was once a deadly disease that killed millions. Now, practically gone, thanks to vaccines. And now, we can do the same with TB. So, what happens if we do find a new TB vaccine? If it works, we're not just saving a few lives. We are breaking the chain of transmission and saving millions of lives around the world. So, do we need a TB vaccine? The answer is clear. Yes! With a vaccine, our generation could be the last to live with TB. And a TB-free future? It is not a dream. It is a goal we can achieve together. Thank you.